the biggest compliment you can get.
No, it's usable.
It's usable. That's a spooky thing to hear from your
Yes.
boss as well.
Do you like stuff? Are you picky? Naming your top 3 can be tricky. Join Pavla and JP as they list their top 3.
Hello, Pavla.
Hi, JP. How are you?
I'm pretty good. And yourself?
Oh, I'm good. I'm looking forward to Halloween.
Okay. Are you? Are you dressing up this year?
No, I don't think so. What about you?
I'm like you. I'm more of an observer.
Observer. Doesn't it sound spooky a little bit?
It
Being
is.
observer.
Of course.
Oh,
Very creepy.
yeah. Actually, creepy is connected or related to our topic today.
Yeah.
Because we are gonna talk about top 3 spooky things our bosses have told us.
Ooh.
So
I really like this one.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I really took it from personal experiences.
Me
So
too.
I would like to start.
Okay, so let's dig in. So JP wanted to start, so please go ahead.
Yes. So my first one is people have reported strange noises at night.
What?
Yes. So I understand
Like
that...
really, but really, did that happen to you?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It did happen to me.
Okay.
So one of my first jobs in England was in a 3-year-old or 300-year-old hotel in the Midlands of England.
Oh my god.
Yes. And I was a night porter. So I was alone there at night. Small hotel, 45 bedrooms, but you are the only person.
That sounds like a beginning of a horror movie.
Yeah. And the thing is, I wasn't necessarily scared of the noises. However, I know people that have worked there and literally left because of the noises.
What?
And the worst thing you could say to them is people have reported noises at night.
Oh my god.
It's like they shouldn't expect it because they're already scared before they arrive there. You should let them just hear it. It should be a surprise to them. Because I don't think anything, like most people don't like being alone in an old place or in the dark, right? So I don't think you can do much to prepare them, either than giving them a torch or a candle or something like that, But
Garlic and-
telling them that there's strange noises does not help.
Yeah.
And indeed, there was very strange noises.
Wow.
at night.
What kind of noises were there?
Okay, there's 2 particular strange ones.
Uh-huh.
One was at nighttime. So you sat at a reception desk, staring out the window, looking up the driveway leading up to the hotel. Behind you is a staircase, obviously an old wooden staircase. Now, it's obvious that at nighttime or during the day even, but you can hear it at night, that these old buildings is mainly built out of wood, so it creaks at night. So you can hear everything. However, it literally sounded like a small child running up the staircase at night.
No. Oh
Yes.
my god.
Then you have to get up and is it an actual person or is it not? So you have to get the courage to get up and go and have a look. But there's nothing. You only hear this the running of what seems like a child or something like that.
Oh my god, I would be running away from there so fast.
Yeah. And then the oddest one, by a long mile, in the bar. So that's about maybe 20 meters away from the reception. In the bar, they have an old safe. So a big steel door. And in the safe, we don't keep money there, but cigarettes and cigars that we sell and spare alcohol and so forth. And the one night I heard a loud noise from the bar, but something fell. It was, I thought somebody broke in or a cupboard fell off or whatever.
Okay.
And then I walked to the bar and it was in the safe.
What?
But it sounded when I got closer. Oh my gosh, don't judge me. But it sounded like a horse. It sounded like hoofs on the tiled floor and a blowing noise,
What?
It literally sounded like a horse. So I left it for a while. It did not go away, even while I was there.
What?
I went back to the reception, and after like half an hour, it was gone. I then went to go and get the safe keys, and I went there, and it was nothing, and nothing was broken, and nothing has fallen down or anything like that.
So you never found out what caused the sound?
Yeah, and then the strangest thing about the hotel is
Can there be
Yes.
anything stranger than this? Like, really?
so it's like literally it only has 45 bedrooms, as I said before. It's built out of like mainly wood. It's got 3 stories. So you have conference rooms and then you have bedrooms. So at nighttime, part of your job is to walk around, switch off the lights, make sure everything is locked, that sort of thing. And I was training a guy. He was going to work the opposite shifts. And we would walk in. I would show him the route. He was a smoker. Actually, I smoked that time as well. We would walk out, have a cigarette. And when we stand outside, the lights will go on. And we were like, well, who's turning on the lights? The hotel is empty. So there was either someone or something turning on the lights, or it could be faulty electricity. I don't know. But lights definitely went on and off by themselves. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. In any case, so I guess if you're a 9 to 5 office worker, those words, people have reported strange noises at night, means basically nothing to you. But if you work in a morgue or in the hotel I worked in, then, it's quite powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If people report strange noises during the night hours in the office, it means usually something different.
Exactly. And not necessarily scary.
No. Wow, that was really spooky.
Yeah.
I don't have that spooky things on my list. Really, I don't.
Well, I started with the spooky one.
Okay.
It doesn't get any more spookier.
Okay, I thank you
Yes.
for calming me down a little bit.
So for our listeners, the standard is going to drop dramatically now.
Okay.
So your first one?
So my first one. We don't need another project. This one is solid and it's gonna last.
Ooh. So putting all their eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
No backup plan.
Yeah, that happened to me with one company where I was working as an executive assistant of the big boss. And basically they were not trying to get another project because they were relying on the one they had.
The moneymaker.
Yeah. It was huge, so it was understandable why they are concentrating on that, or why they are focusing on that one only. But yeah,
not trying to
lower the risk
Yeah.
of potentially losing the one big client is a very scary thing for all the employees, I think. So when I've heard this, I was like, okay, maybe I should get my resume prepared and polished, for the next round of looking for a job.
Yeah.
And the second spooky thing on my list is the thing he said to me 6 months later, which was, we're moving, find something and make it happen.
Wow.
Because of course the project didn't go well. Of course the project was ending, so we were releasing people. We were getting the team smaller, so we didn't need that big building as we had, so we were moving. So it continued. It got scarier and scarier, and I was 24.
Wow, yeah, that would be pretty scary. Did you find a place?
Of course I did. And I managed to move the whole company there.
Oh, wow.
And I managed to make it happen eventually, but it was a huge challenge for a 24-year girl.
Yeah, that is pretty scary. And
It
I
was.
think what makes it, it doesn't, what doesn't help is that everybody feels the same. Everybody is scared. So
Uh-huh.
everybody start leaving. So it means that there's less people to work on the project.
Uh-huh.
There's new people. They're not up to speed, or they don't recruit new people.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do more work and make this sinking ship float with less people.
Yeah.
That is pretty scary.
Yeah, it was. It
That is
was.
pretty scary.
What's your second thing?
So my next one is we need to talk, followed by we will deal with it on Monday.
Oh, yeah, ruining your whole weekend.
Ruining your whole weekend. It reminds me of when I was a child, and you go and visit people and you know that you did something wrong and your mom or dad just look at you and go, I will deal with him when we get home. That is the same type of feeling. You know something is coming. You don't know exactly what, but it is definitely not good. It is important enough for them to mention, but it can wait a few days. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a very patient person anyway. And
Plus, I don't think it's necessary and I don't think it's fair because then you make the second person think about all the things they might have done wrong.
Exactly.
And you are really basically ruining their weekend for them. And it's such a selfish thing to do.
It is. And the thing is as well, as people, we normally have a negative connotation to this type of conversations or words, but it could literally just be miscommunication.
Yeah.
And then you basically have spent days worrying about it or thinking about it, and there's nothing to it. Yeah. So that's my number 2.
What is your last one?
My last one. You are in charge of interns or work experience students.
Oh.
And it doesn't sound that bad because if that is the only thing that you were in charge of, it will be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Right? Showing new people around, telling them what to do. That sounds all right.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound that bad.
But if it
However,
comes...
reality is you just need to do this on top of what you already do. Afterwards, check their progress, mark them, and fix their mistakes. So it's basically just additional work on what you already have to do. And
Did that happen to you?
oh yes, it did. And it was normally work experience people, or it would be cross training. Like somebody would send new workers from one office to our department to see what is best practice and then take it over back to their office. To basically share best practice. But you would have to keep them busy with tasks and see how they get on for a couple of days. And, during that time, you still have to deal with emergency meetings and you still have to work.
And your usual routine
you
and
still have to
everything.
do your usual work. So, yeah, that definitely struck fear into my heart.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I love working with young people. So if I was in charge of students or interns or something like that, I would enjoy it. But I understand that dealing with this on top of your normal work is not it's not great for at least for a long time.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. So, and your number 3?
My number 3 is actually what happened to me here in Timepress. And
Oh my gosh.
was...
Tom, what have you done?
Yeah, Tom. Tom actually told me one day, I'm not your boss, you're the boss. And it was scary at first.
Okay.
Of course, I understand what he meant by that. And for the listeners, he is the owner and founder of the company, and he hired me as a director. So I always saw him as my boss. But one night or one day, he told me this. No, I'm not your boss. You're the boss. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's on me. The whole thing is on me.
Mm-hmm.
It's my responsibility. I don't have a boss anymore. And that was scary.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was exciting. So, and now I love it. I really do.
But you dealt with it right, you know. You can have people who get that and go completely the other way, get power crazy, you know, and start throwing their weight around and announce it to the whole world that they did the new big thing in town, you know,
Yeah.
which I didn't see much of you. So
Well, no,
I think you've done well.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Apart from making you recording this podcast with me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. That was actually quite spooky for me.
Yeah.
It still is, but you know, I'm all about putting up a brave face.
But yeah, I think you dealt with that as very, very well.
Well, thank you. And I think that is it for today, right?
Yeah, I think so. Next time, we will be happy to address any topic our listeners, find interesting. So please leave us a comment, and we will be looking forward to your feedback, I guess.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.